Alright. Hi guys, people here, lifestyleincomeXP.com, and ngayon this is another episode on passive income through books. Again, yung passive income, asterisk yan ha. What I really mean about that is lifestyle income because whether we like it or not, wala talaga 100% passive income at the start. So there's tons of work to be done. Okay, so ngayon I'm very excited to share another book. Okay, so in this book, it's actually by Tony Robbins Unshakeable. It's all about personal finance, all about investments. Okay, so ayun, I'm very excited para sa iyo. And before that, I decided to call this video episodes or yung vlog episodes na to as passive income through books. Because again, one way of earning passive income is basically upgrading yung knowledge mo, upgrading yung learning mo, and ayun, it's through reading books. Okay, so in this playlist, all about passive income through books, okay, asterisk, lifestyle income yan. So, I'm gonna be sharing all the books that I've read, ano ba yung mga learnings ko doon, ano ba yung mga recommended books ko rin para sa'yo, okay, and yun. And one thing I learned about reading books is you don't read a book just to really learn everything na nandito. You get 1 to 2, 3 ideas and you apply it. Okay? You don't just read a book. You use the book. Okay? Apply it to whatever you're doing right now. So ngayon, let's talk about Tony Robbins Unshakeable. This is again all about investing. Okay? So there are 3 things na nagustuhan ko dito when I first read this one. So again, ito yung summary. Okay? So dito, sabi dito, page 37, it's all about bear markets. Okay? Bear markets happen every 3 to 5 years. So knowing that statistic, again, based sa book niya, based on research, okay? Pero based on research, sa US markets, okay, sa US stock market, yung bear market happens around 3 to 5 years. So he defines bear market as that it is 20% lower than the all-time high. Okay? So let's say, for example, all-time high of a certain index, okay? Say for example, umabot ng like 9,000, okay? For that, in the case of the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, umabot ng more than 9,000. Ayan yung all-time high. Okay? As of, ano ngayon, 2018, August. So, I think around early this year, umabot ng 9,000, all-time high sa Philippine Stock Exchange Index. Okay? So, what it means is that yung bear market is 20% lower than the all-time high. Okay? So, whatever yung, not necessarily all-time high. So, ano ba yung mataas na value sa index ngayon, if it's gonna be lower than 20%, he considers it as bear market. So, ayun nga, sabi sa mga expert na the risk in investing in the market is not when it goes down, but when it goes up. Okay, and you're not part of it. Again, the risk in investing in a market is not when it goes down, but when it goes up, pero you're not part of it. Meaning, hindi ka nakapag-invest. Okay, so if you know that statistic na every 3 to 5 years, mag-down yung market to less than 20%. So it means na you need to anticipate na ganun talaga. Okay? So once it goes down at 20%, you need to add. Okay? So I included that in my system. When I learned about this one, okay, I included that in my system of investing na every time mag-down yung market to 20%, okay, I'm gonna add more. Okay? And then sabi niya rin dito na on average, actually every year, meron talagang correction which is less than 20%. Okay? Less than 10%. So every year, the market will really go down less than 20%. Dun sa high part niya. Okay? So not necessarily the all-time high, but higher part niya, it's gonna go down less than 10% every year. So knowing that every year, you will anticipate na magda-down yung market to 10%. Okay? So, yun. On top of the peso cost averaging, wherein every month mag-i-invest ka, every time magda-down yung market na 10%, yung correction yun. So I'm gonna add more. Okay? And every 3 to 5 years, kapag magda-down ng 20% yung market, I'm gonna add even more. Okay? Alright? So, basically, yun yung isa sa mga strategies na natutunan ko. I applied it, okay, in my investing strategy. In fact, right now, in a few months ago, yung market, okay, again, all-time high yung stock market, diba? This year, 2018, to around 9,000. So, actually, this year then, or a few months ago, it went as low as if I'm not mistaken, 6,900 or 7,000. Okay, so actually that's 20% lower. So bear market yon. Okay, or I don't know if you consider that bear market, but based dun sa Tony Robbins definition, 20%. Okay, that's 20% bear market. So I added, okay, because of this book. So yun, every 3 to 5 years magda-down yung market to 20%, okay? And then every year meron 10% correction. So you're gonna add that to your investing strategy, so that would be also beneficial para sa'yo because again, when it goes up and you were able to invest at a down market, you'll be earning better returns, okay? So another thing I learned about this book, yung one of the things that struck me the most also is ito ha. It's actually not related to personal finance and it's na-shock ako talaga kasi sabi niya dito, the secret to happiness is in one word and that is progress. Okay? In fact, I'm gonna read it to you. So powerful. Page 167. Okay? Page 167. So na-shock ako kasi in an investing book, he talk about happiness. Amazing. So, ganito. The first principle, you must keep growing. Everything in life either grows or dies. That goes for relationships, business, okay, or anything else. If you don't keep growing, you'll become frustrated and miserable. No matter how many millions you have in the bank. In fact, I can tell you the secret to happiness in one word. And that is progress. Okay? So very powerful. Kasi he's talking about investing, he's talking about becoming wealthy, it's talking about financial freedom. Pero no matter how many money you have in the bank, if wala kang progress, you will never be happy. So that's why we need to constantly learn. Okay? So this passive income through books, this is one way of me personally learning. And of course, reading is just learning 10%. Teaching it, sharing it is basically absorbing it, okay? Letting me understand it more, retaining 90% of what I've learned. Okay? So I hope you learned something and if you wanna keep growing, the secret to happiness, di ba? Progress. So keep learning, keep reading books, attend courses, attend seminars, invest in yourself. Okay? And yun nga, if you're gonna be successful later on, document your journey, okay? And create your desired lifestyle. Bye-bye!